About 5 years ago, I used to live in a very, very rural area of Detroit. And if you know, Detroit is quite a difficult area to live in. Of course, it's where most singers and stuff have grew up. Anyway, about 5 years ago, I was gonna go out trick or treating with one of my best friends, Jimmy. Jimmy was one of my best friends ever since kindergarten. He's always been a good friend of mine, and he's always watched my back out if anything bad has ever happened. We've always been together, not like in a very weird relationship, but we've always been close to each other. Anyway, we were in two different costumes. I was Slenderman, as it was the first time I ever played Slenderman, and I really wanted to dress like him because I thought it was very creepy. And my friend, of course, dressed as a creepy, I don't know, Zelda, something like that. I don't know. It just looked pretty creepy. And usually when we trick or treated, we would go and scare and prank people. So, what after we were done pranking people, we went to trick or treat, of course. We were trick or treating around this weird neighborhood which we never really been on, and for a fact, we were actually by ourselves, so we weren't with no parental people just looking at us. Anyway, so we saw this guy just coming out of a house. He kind of had some sort of Jason mask, I believe. So I can't really remember what he was wearing, but he just had something very weird. Anyway, he just got out of the house and he just kind of stared at us for no reason as he was walking. I don't know why he was staring at us. He just was looking at us strange. Well, actually, I don't know if he was looking at us strange, but he was just staring at us, and I kind of felt uncomfortable. Anyway, after 10 seconds of him just staring at us, we went to the house that he just left. We saw some sort of old person, maybe in their 50s or 60s. They were quite old. They were very, very elderly, like an elder who needs crutches by now. Anyway, we were walking up to their house, and when we got there, we knocked on the door, and they gave us a very, very creepy hello. Some sort of creepy, not very demonic voice, some sort of witch, just saying hello with a cold. It sounded very, very weird. Anyway, the lady started just staring at us for no reason, and I was getting so uncomfortable, like if somebody would just come out of the bushes and just kill us or something. She was giving us candy, and for some reason she was just getting the candy out so slower than ever. Anyway, after at least 2 minutes just standing there, she went out to get more candy for us. I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be the best. Anyway, as she gets the candy, we keep hearing noises around us, like somebody walking through the trees. We saw really nobody up the street or down the street or really anywhere anymore because, of course, it was pretty late, about 11 o'clock. And I'm pretty sure most trick-or-treaters are not out by this night. Anyway, she gives her our candy again very slowly, so we're released there for another a minute or so. As we are walking, about 1 block ahead, we keep hearing noises behind us, and we're starting to get creeped out if somebody was following us. We still didn't mind it too much. I mean, there still could be trick-or-treaters, but I'm pretty sure most of them were adults or some sort like that. Anyway, we turned back because we actually dropped a piece of candy, actually a couple pieces of candy, and then we saw a guy just literally staring at us down. Soon after, then literally chasing us. He was chasing us so fast that I almost stopped running and almost fainted. But thankfully, my friend backed me up and literally pushed me through the door and almost broke the door. We closed that door, locked it, and stayed in there. The guy started banging on the door so loud, we were freaking out. So then my friend got on the phone, called their parents first, and The only person in the house was, of course, his sister. But after my friend Jimmy called his parents, he was gone. Literally gone. So we called the police and they couldn't find anything. So we basically mentioned the one woman who kept staring at us. And soon after, we found out the next day that the kid over there was actually broken into. Their house was broken into, and that kid was just frightened by the same woman. Thankfully, we were not hurt, and the lady got away and got arrested. Sometimes you just wonder, why do people just ruin things for other people?